Chloe had always known what it meant to be unwanted. As an orphan, she grew up in various homes, never truly feeling like she belonged. When Mr. Benson adopted her, she thought she had finally found a place to call home. But that hope quickly faded. In his house, she wasn't a daughter, just a charity case. Mr. Benson had a biological daughter, Stacy, who was rarely home. Unlike Chloe, who was raised with discipline and strong values, Stacy lived a wild, carefree life, drifting from one man to another, bringing home money that her father never questioned. As long as cash came in, he turned a blind eye to her actions. Chloe, however, chose a different path. She worked hard, stayed decent, and believed in earning her way with honesty. She knew Mr. Benson treated her unfairly, but she refused to let it break her. She cleaned, cooked, and made sure the house was in order, despite being ignored most of the time. One evening, as she returned from the market with a small bag of groceries, she noticed a scene unfolding nearby. A bus conductor was yelling at an elderly man, his voice harsh and full of scorn. "I said bring my money. If you knew you didn't have enough, why did you enter my bus?" he shouted, shoving the old man roughly. Chloe's heart ached. The man looked frail, his clothes were worn, and his face carried the marks of a hard life. Without hesitation, she stepped between them. "Hey! Stop that," she said firmly. "Is this how you treat your elders?" The conductor scoffed. "And who are you? If he has no money, he should leave." Chloe reached into her bag and pulled out the little money she had. "Here. Take this and leave him alone." The conductor grabbed the money and walked off, grumbling. The old man looked at her, his eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, my daughter. You didn't have to do that." "It's nothing, Papa," Chloe replied softly. "No one deserves to be treated like that." "I'm Patrick," he said. "Just an old farmer. I live alone. No wife. No children. I once had a son, but he died years ago." Chloe felt her heart sink. His sadness was evident. "Don't worry, Papa. I'll visit your farm soon. I can help you, and even cook." His face lit up. "You would do that for someone like me?" "Of course," she smiled. "I'll come as soon as I can." Patrick watched her walk away, moved by her kindness. He had met many people in his life, but none had shown such genuine care. As Chloe disappeared down the path, he stood there, filled with hope for the first time in years. Back home, Chloe wiped the sweat from her brow. She had just returned from the market but already sensed trouble. The moment she stepped inside, Mr. Benson stood in the living room, arms crossed, face twisted in anger. "Where have you been, you useless girl?" he barked. "I've been hungry since morning, and you're out there sleeping at the market." "Daddy, she started. "Don't call me your father," he snapped. "You are not my child, and you'll never be my child. Now, where's the change from the money I gave you?" Chloe swallowed hard, dreading his reaction. "That's what I was trying to explain. I saw an old man being harassed. He didn't have money for the fare, so I gave him." Before she could finish, his hand struck her across the face. The slap echoed through the house. She staggered, clutching her cheek, tears stinging her eyes. "You gave my money to some poor man," he shouted. "So now you've found yourself a poor boyfriend to feed with my money." "No, Daddy. It wasn't like that." Chloe cried, stunned. Mr. Benson laughed bitterly. "Foolish girl. Look at you. My daughter Stacy brings real money into this house. She gets it from wealthy men. That's what keeps this place running." Chloe's stomach churned. She clenched her fists and said with quiet resolve, "With all due respect, I can never be like Stacy. God forbid. The room went silent. Mr. Benson's eyes flared with rage, and without warning, he slapped her again. You think you're better than her? You're nothing. You think your useless morals will feed you? You'll suffer. No food for you in this house for 2 days. Let hunger teach you some sense. Chloe's stomach growled, but she stood firm. She wouldn't let him see her break. Now go to the kitchen and cook. My angel Stacy will be home soon. Go, you senseless girl. Chloe turned silently and walked to the kitchen, her head high, though her heart was heavy. As she stirred the pot of soup, she made a silent vow. One day, she would leave this house. One day, this pain would end. The next morning, she woke up weak and dizzy from hunger, but her chores awaited. She swept the house, did the dishes, and prepared breakfast for Mr. Benson. The smell of fried eggs and bread made her stomach twist in agony. Just then, Stacy walked in, wearing a tight dress and high heels, her face glowing with luxury. Chloe saw a sliver of hope. Maybe Stacy would help. Stacy, please. I need to talk to you, Chloe said cautiously. Stacy rolled her eyes. What is it, you dirty girl? Chloe gathered her courage. Yesterday, your father punished me. I gave some money to help an old man, and he got angry. He slapped me and said I couldn't eat for 2 days. I haven't eaten since then. Please, can you talk to him? Maybe he'll listen to you. Stacy looked at her, tilted her head, and laughed. You want me to beg Daddy for you? Chloe nodded. Yes, please. You must be truly stupid, Stacy said with a smirk. That's not my business. He's right. You're just a dirty, stubborn girl. If you behaved like me, you wouldn't be starving. But I can't live like that, Chloe replied, her voice trembling. Then stay hungry, Stacy snapped. Tears welled in Chloe's eyes. She had hoped, just a little, that Stacy would show kindness. She was wrong. Stacy suddenly pulled out some money. Here. Take this. Chloe looked at it, confused. You're giving me money for food. Food? Who said anything about food? Stacy scoffed. I want ice cream. Go buy it and don't waste my time. I haven't eaten since yesterday, Chloe whispered. Can't I just get something small for myself? I don't care if you starve, Stacy said coldly. Just bring my ice cream, you filthy girl. Chloe swallowed the lump in her throat. She had no choice. If she refused, Stacy would complain, and Mr. Benson would make things worse. She turned and left the house, her heart heavy. The sun beat down on her as she walked the dusty road, her body weak and tired. But she pushed on. Near the market, she spotted a familiar figure beneath a tree. It was Papa Patrick, his face somber. Papa, she called, forcing a smile. He looked up, and his expression brightened. Ah, my daughter. God bless you. How are you? I'm fine, Papa. But I forgot to ask where you live. You said I could help you on your farm, remember? Patrick chuckled gently. Yes. I live near the river, in a small brown house just past the big mango tree. You'll see a wooden fence beside my little farm. Chloe nodded. I'll visit you tomorrow. But she couldn't ignore the sadness in his eyes. Papa, what's wrong? She asked softly. He sighed. I'm waiting for someone who owes me money. He promised to pay me here today, but I've been waiting for hours. Now he's stopped picking my calls. That's unfair, Chloe frowned. You earned that money. Some people have no conscience, my daughter. I need that money to buy food and farm supplies. But it seems he's run away with it. Chloe's hands clenched. Papa, Give me his number. Patrick hesitated. But, please, just give it to me. He reached into his pocket and handed her a crumpled piece of paper. Chloe took out her phone and dialed the number. After a few rings, the man picked up. Hello? Who is this? His voice was rough and impatient. Chloe took a deep breath before speaking. Good afternoon. My name is Chloe. I'm calling regarding the money you owe Papa Patrick. There was silence on the other end before the man scoffed. And what business is that of yours? Tell the old man to wait 2 weeks. I don't have money now. Chloe's blood boiled. 2 weeks. Do you think he doesn't have needs? Do you think he can survive on air while you enjoy his money? You're a heartless man. The man went quiet for a moment, then muttered, I said I don't have money, before ending the call. Chloe clenched her teeth in frustration. Can you imagine? He just cut the call. Papa Patrick sighed. I told you, my daughter. Some people have no fear of God. Chloe looked at the old man, her heart heavy. How could the world be so unfair? Here was a poor man who had worked honestly, yet someone had the audacity to cheat him. She reached into her pocket and pulled out the money Stacy had given her for ice cream. Without hesitation, she placed it in Papa Patrick's hands. The old man's eyes widened. No, my daughter. You cannot give me this. I know you're struggling too. Chloe shook her head gently. Papa, you need it more than I do. You're old, I'm young and stronger. I can cope, but you need food to stay healthy. Please take it. Tears welled in Papa Patrick's eyes as he looked at her with deep gratitude. Holding her hands, he began to pray, May God bless you, my daughter. May you never lack. And may you meet a good man who will marry you and treat you with kindness, just as you've treated me today. Chloe smiled, touched. Amen, Papa. He smiled and added, I want you to come to my house this weekend. I'll be taking some produce to the market in 2 days, so by the time you come, I'll have enough money to host you. Chloe laughed. Papa, are you planning to throw me a feast? He grinned. Yes, my daughter. I may be poor, but when you come, you will eat well. Chloe wiped a tear from her eye, then joked, I hope you know I eat a lot. I might finish everything. Papa Patrick laughed heartily. I don't mind, as long as you come. That alone will make me happy. For the first time in a long while, Chloe felt peace. Maybe she had lost her real parents, but in Papa Patrick, she had found something she hadn't expected, a father's love. She walked into the house, her steps heavy. Her stomach ached from hunger and her body felt weak, but she forced herself forward. The moment she stepped inside, a loud, broken sob escaped her lips. She clutched her stomach, her voice shaking. Ah! Why me? What did I do to deserve this? She collapsed onto the couch, sobbing dramatically, her hands covering her face as she sniffed loudly. Stacy's voice rang out sharply, indifferent. What's your problem this time? Chloe sniffled, voice trembling. Stacy, I was attacked, she cried, gripping the edge of the couch like she was about to collapse. Attacked. There was a pause. By who? A group of young men, Chloe gasped, pretending to catch her breath. They surrounded me on the way to the supermarket, pushed me, slapped me, and took all the money. Silence. Then Stacy spoke, her tone laced with amusement. Oh, spare me the tears. You should be grateful they didn't finish you off. Chloe's fake sobbing nearly turned real. She lifted her head, eyes wide. Stacy, she gasped. What? Stacy replied, her voice light and amused. You're useless in this house anyway. If they had unalived you, at least this place would be free of your presence. Chloe's chest tightened. As cruel as Stacy had been, she never expected something so cold. Stacy, I swear I'm telling the truth, she sobbed. They stole everything. I couldn't even fight back. A mocking laugh rang out. I hope you haven't given my money to your poor boyfriend and come here to lie. I don't have a boyfriend, Stacy. I swear on my life. I've never even been touched by a man. Laughter filled the room, loud, cruel, mocking. Never been touched. What kind of boring life is that? There was a pause before Stacy continued. No wonder you're still so miserable. No man wants you. Not even the poor ones. Chloe clenched her fists, her nails digging into her palms. She wanted to scream, but knew it wouldn't change anything. Anyway, I don't have time for your pathetic stories, Stacy said. Whether you were robbed or not isn't my concern. All I know is my money is gone. Chloe held her breath, praying she wouldn't ask for it back. You're lucky I'm in a good mood, Stacy continued. Otherwise, I would have made you pay back every single naira. But I don't want to stress myself, so I'll let it go. Chloe exhaled shakily, her body relaxing a bit. But don't think I'm being nice, Stacy added sharply. I just don't have time for a fool like you. Get out of my sight before I change my mind. Chloe hesitated. She wanted to speak up, to ask why Stacy hated her so much. But it was pointless. Stacy would never care. Without another word, she walked to her tiny room. Her stomach growled, but she ignored it. She lay down on the thin mattress, staring at the ceiling. The hunger was nothing compared to the pain in her heart. She had done everything to be accepted, but it was never enough. Tears slid down her cheeks, but she quickly wiped them away. The weekend finally arrived. Chloe woke early, excitement bubbling in her chest. It had been a long week of hunger, insults, and chores. But today, she had something to look forward to. She waited for Stacy and Mr. Benson to leave before sneaking out. If they caught her, there'd be trouble. But she didn't care anymore. She was tired of being treated like nothing. The sun was high as she walked toward Papa Patrick's house. Birds chirped as she followed the path he described. Soon, she saw the small brown house by the river, surrounded by a wooden fence and a beautiful garden of vegetables swaying in the breeze. A smile spread across her face. This place feels so peaceful. As she approached, the delicious aroma of food reached her. Her stomach growled. She knocked gently. Papa, it's me, Chloe. The door opened. Papa Patrick beamed. Ah! My daughter, you're here. Come in. Chloe stepped inside and gasped. On the wooden table sat a feast, steaming hot rice with rich stew, fried plantains, fresh fruit, even roasted fish. Papa, she exclaimed. You cooked all this? Papa Patrick laughed. Yes, my daughter. You're my special guest. You must eat well. You should have waited. I could have helped. How did you do all this? He smiled, pouring her water. Ah, you ask too many questions. Just eat. But Papa, how did you get the money for this? I sold some farm produce, he replied. Now eat before it gets cold. Chloe's heart swelled with gratitude. She had spent days starving, insulted, treated like nothing. Yet here was someone who barely knew her showing kindness. She picked up a spoon, her hands trembling. The moment she took the first bite, her eyes widened. Papa, this food is delicious. Papa Patrick chuckled. Eat well, my daughter. You need strength. She didn't need to be told twice. She ate until she was full, not just in her stomach, but in her heart. After they finished, Papa leaned back. "Now tell me about yourself." Chloe hesitated, her smile fading. "Papa, I don't even know where to start." "Anywhere," he said gently. "I want to know you." So she told him everything, how she was an orphan, adopted by Mr. Benson, hoping to find a real family, only to be treated like a burden. How she did all the chores, faced daily insults, and was often denied food. Papa Patrick listened, eyes filled with tears. He shook his head. No child should be treated that way. Chloe wiped her tears. "It's okay, Papa. I'm used to it." "Don't say that," he said firmly. "You deserve love and kindness. From now on, whenever they deny you food, come here. My door is always open." Her eyes widened. "Papa, do you really mean that?" "Of course. You are my daughter now. I won't let you suffer." Chloe's heart overflowed. "Thank you so much, Papa. God bless you. You're truly God sent." He smiled warmly. "Ah, how I wish I had a son. He would have married you." Chloe laughed. "Papa, it's okay. You are my father now. That is enough." He nodded, his eyes shining. Chloe sighed, looking out the window. "How I wish I could stay tonight. But if my father finds out I sneaked out." "That man doesn't deserve you," Papa said. "One day, you will leave that house. One day, you will be free." Chloe smiled, hope blooming in her chest for the first time in a long time. 2 days later, Chloe's phone rang. She had just finished washing dishes. Frowning, she wiped her hands and picked it up. The number was unfamiliar. "Hello," she answered cautiously. A deep voice responded. "Ah, finally. The angel speaks." Chloe raised a brow. "Excuse me, who is this?" The man chuckled. "Ever since I heard your voice that day, I haven't been able to sleep. Your voice is like an angel's." Chloe rolled her eyes. "Who are you, and what do you want?" "My name is Philip," he said smoothly. "I'm the man who owed your poor friend, Mr. Patrick, some money." Chloe's body stiffened. "First of all, have you paid my father his money?" she asked coldly. Philip chuckled again. "Oh, I didn't know he was your father. If I had, I would have paid him long ago." "Don't waste my time," Chloe snapped, her voice sharp. "Just answer the question. Have you paid him or not?" "Of course, my love," Philip replied in a syrupy voice. "I paid him a few hours ago. You can ask him to confirm." Chloe took a deep breath, trying to rein in her growing irritation. "Good. Now let today be the first and last time you ever call this number." Philip gasped dramatically. "Ah, my love, why are you speaking to me this way? Do you know who I am? I'm a wealthy man. I can take you and your poor father out of poverty." Chloe let out a mocking laugh. "Go and take your village people out of poverty first. You arrogant man. You can never buy me with your foolish money." Philip's voice dropped, his tone suddenly dark and intense. "Chloe, you're making a mistake. I always get what I want. And I want you." Her face hardened. "You don't always get what you want, Philip. And this time, you won't." Before he could say another word, she ended the call and blocked his number. But far away, Philip leaned back in his chair, a sly smile playing on his lips. "Don't worry, my dear Chloe," he murmured to himself. "I know exactly how to get you." The next morning, as Chloe stepped out of the house, she stopped short. Right outside their gate stood a tall man in a luxurious suit, his shoes gleaming in the morning sun. Beside him were several large bags filled with expensive gifts, chocolates, perfumes, designer clothes, and more. She frowned, folding her arms as she took a step closer. "Who are you, and what are you doing here?" The man turned slowly, a confident smile spreading across his face. "Ah, my love, don't you recognize me?" Chloe's stomach churned. That voice, she knew it too well. "It's me, Philip," he said smoothly. "I came to see my wife-to-be." Her mouth fell open. "Excuse you." He chuckled. "Oh, come on. Don't act surprised. I told you, I always get what I want. And I want you." He spread his arms wide, gesturing to the gifts. "This is just a small taste of the life I can offer." Chloe clenched her fists. "How did you even get my address?" Philip smiled smugly. "Baby, I own this town. I know every street, every house. Finding you was easy." "Don't call me baby. I am not yours, and I never will be." He sighed, shaking his head. "Chloe, you're making this harder than it has to be. Just give me a chance. Let me love you. Let me take care of you, and Patrick." Her blood boiled. "First of all, don't ever mention Papa Patrick's name again. Second, I don't want your money. And third, I will never, ever be yours." Philip's smile faltered but quickly returned with a darker edge. "Then tell me, why did you lie to me?" Chloe frowned. "Lie about what?" "About Patrick being your father." She rolled her eyes. "Of course he's my father." "Then how come you don't live in the same house?" She resisted the urge to slap him. "That's none of your business." "Just don't lie to me again," Philip warned, his tone stern. "I don't like lies." Chloe groaned. "You are incredibly foolish. Don't call me baby again. And let this be a warning, never show up here or contact me again." His smirk deepened, now filled with obsession. "Chloe, you must be mine. You're too beautiful, too intelligent, too decent to belong to anyone else." Her stomach twisted. "Let me make this clear. If I see you near this house again, I'll call the police." Philip laughed slowly. "We own the police. They won't touch me." Without another word, Chloe turned and stormed back into the house, slamming the door. Her chest heaved as she tried to calm herself. From behind her came a voice. Interesting." She spun around to see Stacy leaning in the hallway with a wicked grin. "You were really shouting at that rich fine man," she said, crossing her arms. "You're such a fool, Chloe. You should be begging him to take you." Chloe's jaw tightened. "Stay out of this, Stacy." Stacy ignored her and stepped outside, flipping her hair dramatically. "Good morning, sir," she said sweetly. Philip turned, raising an eyebrow. "And who might you be?" "I'm Stacy, Chloe's elder sister." "Oh, I see," Philip said. "Don't mind my sister," Stacy continued with a sugary tone. "She's just being difficult. But don't worry, I'll talk to her. She'll listen to me." Philip looked her over and nodded. "You seem reasonable." Stacy giggled and stretched out her hand. "Let me help collect the gifts. Just in case she changes her mind later." Philip chuckled and gestured toward the bags. "Be my guest." With gleaming eyes, Stacy gathered the gifts. Philip reached into his pocket and handed her a wad of cash. "This is for you. Just make sure you convince your sister. I don't like to wait." Stacy's grin widened. "Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure Chloe sees reason." Philip gave her his number. "Keep me updated, sweetheart." "Of course," she said. Philip got into his expensive car and drove off, leaving a cloud of dust. Stacy turned back toward the house, her smile wicked. "Chloe," she muttered, "you really don't know how to use your beauty." The next morning, Chloe left home early. After yesterday's encounter, she needed peace. There was only one place she could find it: Papa Patrick's house. She slipped out quietly, avoiding both Mr. Benson and Stacy. Walking down the dusty road, a sense of relief washed over her. This was her sanctuary. When she arrived, Patrick was seated outside on his wooden bench. His face lit up with joy. "Ah, my daughter, you're here." She rushed over and sat beside him. "Yes, Papa. I needed to talk to you." He studied her face. "You look worried. What is it?" She sighed. "Papa, that man Philip is unbelievable. I don't like him, and I never will." Patrick chuckled. "Ah, what did he do now?" She explained everything, how he showed up with gifts, claiming she was his future wife. Patrick's eyes widened. "No wonder," he said. "No wonder what?" "No wonder he came here the other day and paid me more than he owed. I was surprised. Now I understand. It was because of you." Chloe's stomach turned. "So he was just trying to impress me. That man is disgusting." Patrick sighed. "My daughter, he is rich. Why not give him a chance? He could take care of you." She gasped. "Papa, you too?" He laughed. "I'm just saying, life is hard. If someone like him loves you." She shook her head. "No, Papa. I don't care if my man is broke. I just want someone good, someone responsible. Not an arrogant fool." Patrick nodded. "I see. And besides," Chloe continued, "I'm not even thinking about relationships. I just want to get into university, get my degrees, find a good job, and take you out of this place. I want you to stop farming. That's my dream." Patrick stared at her, eyes filled with emotion. He took her hands. "Oh, my daughter, I wish you were truly my child. You are so kind. May God bless you." She smiled through tears. "Amen, Papa." He sighed. "Don't worry. God will send someone to help you. Very soon." She laughed softly. "Amen." After a quiet moment, Patrick's mood shifted. He clenched his fists. "If that fool comes near you again, call me. I'll beat him up." Chloe blinked, then burst out laughing. "Papa, where's the strength? Philip will knock you out with one slap." Patrick puffed his chest. "Ah, don't underestimate me. I'll carry my cutlass and chase him." Chloe laughed even harder, imagining the scene. "Papa, you'll cause chaos in this town." They both laughed until their sides ached. For a while, she forgot her troubles. No Philip, no Benson, no Stacy. Just laughter, love, and a moment of peace. Back at home, Stacy sat comfortably on the couch, her legs crossed, facing Mr. Benson. "Father, you weren't around yesterday. You missed everything," she began. Mr. Benson frowned. "What happened?" "It's about Chloe. A wealthy man named Philip came to see her. You won't believe what she did." His brow lifted. "Who is he?" "I don't know much, but from his car and clothes, he's obviously rich. He came with expensive gifts, stood outside calling Chloe his wife-to-be, saying he wanted to take care of her." "And what did she do?" Stacy rolled her eyes. "She insulted him. A man came to spoil her, and she threatened to call the police. Can you imagine?" Mr. Benson shook his head in disapproval. That girl is foolish. A rich man came for her, and she threw it away. Exactly, Stacy agreed. Women pray for men like Philip. But Chloe, acting like she has options, pushed him away. She has no sense, he said. Even you, her elder sister, are still hoping for a rich husband. Yet she's rejecting one. I know. Honestly, I fit him better than she does. I'm more mature, more beautiful, and more exposed. Mr. Benson nodded approvingly. Now you're thinking wisely. I was going to convince her to accept him. But why bother? If she doesn't want him, I'll take him myself. That's better. Don't waste energy on her. Call Philip. Feed him lies about her, make him see her as useless. Stacy's eyes lit up. Brilliant idea, Father. I never thought of that. Act quickly. If you succeed, his attention will shift to you. Oh, it will, she said, already planning. And those gifts he brought? I'll keep them. Chloe doesn't deserve them. Good, Mr. Benson said. Also, tell Chloe horrible things about Philip. Fill her head with poison. Make her hate him. Stacy clapped her hands excitedly. This plan is perfect. She has no idea what's coming. Philip will be mine, and she'll regret everything. She is someone you already know, Papa Patrick said with a proud smile. Larry looked surprised. Someone I know. Papa Patrick nodded. Yes, my son. Her name is Chloe. Larry's eyes widened. Chloe. The girl who used to live with Mr. Benson. Papa Patrick's smile softened. Yes, the same Chloe. She's been through so much, my son. That girl is gold. She has a pure heart, she's hardworking, respectful, and above all, she stood firm even when the world turned against her. Larry paused, recalling vague memories of a quiet girl who always greeted him politely when they were younger. Chloe, he whispered, the name suddenly feeling significant. She's here, he asked. Papa Patrick nodded. Yes, she came last night. Thrown out by that wretched Mr. Benson after lies were told about her. She had nowhere to go, so she came to me. She's in the back room, resting. Larry's jaw tightened. Thrown out? What lies? Papa Patrick explained everything, how Stacy and Mr. Benson had planned to use Chloe, how they tried to ruin her reputation when she refused to play along, and how they finally chased her out like trash. Larry's face darkened. That's unacceptable. He stood. Can I see her? Papa Patrick nodded. Go ahead. She's your destiny. Larry walked through the narrow hallway and gently knocked on the door. Chloe? He called softly. Inside, Chloe sat up, startled. She wiped her eyes quickly and opened the door slightly. Her face lit up with surprise and confusion as she saw Larry standing there. Larry, she whispered. He smiled gently. Yes, it's me. Chloe opened the door wider. But I thought you. I'm alive, he said with a reassuring nod. I've come home, and I've heard everything. Her eyes filled with tears again, but this time not of pain, but of overwhelming relief. Larry stepped closer. You don't deserve what happened to you, he said. But you need to know this. You're safe now. And I'm here for you. Always. Chloe covered her mouth, overcome by emotion. And if you'll let me, Larry added, I'd like to get to know you better. Not because of what anyone said, but because I see your strength, your heart, and I admire you. Chloe blinked, her heart pounding. For the first time in her life, someone saw her, truly saw her. Back in the living room, Papa Patrick stood by the door, smiling to himself as he watched the sun rise a little higher in the sky. He murmured, God truly makes everything beautiful in his time.